How do I stay so positive 24/7? Yep, that's one of the biggest questions I get asked all the time. Gabby, how are you so positive? It's a choice. It's a choice I make every single moment of every single day. Our minds, we think that our thoughts are our own. Guess what? They're not. Our minds are primed every moment of every day by everything that we see and that we hear. From what you're watching here on TikTok, going through the feed, to what we hear on the radio, on satellite radio, what we see on TV, what we watch when everything's streaming on the television. It's priming our minds. And most of the time, what we see is negative. Most of the time, what we see is fear-based. And so here is what I do to stay positive. First, I cut out everything negative in my social media feeds. I know, it sounds difficult, right? It's not. Family, friends, doesn't matter who it is. If you had a negative feed, if there was anything that created a fear state, if there was anything that created negativity, you got the snip. And then what I did is I unfollowed a bunch of people that had goals that aligned with what my goals were, that had energy that was very similar to where I wanted to be, that put positive thoughts into my head. And when I did spend time on social media, that is what my brain was absorbing. That was priming my mind in a very positive way. Now, the other thing that I do that's totally based on science, this is so interesting. There was a group of scientists that injected Botox into people's faces. Y'all know how long Botox lasts? About 3 months. Yeah. And when they did that, it forced a smile on their face for 3 months. Here are the conclusions of that study. The overwhelming majority of people on that study reported that they were happier 24/7. And it had nothing to do with their aesthetics. So what they saw in the mirror and that smile on their face, that had nothing to do with it. It was the fact that the muscles in your face when you smile, they send signals to your brain. Your brain picks up on it and it forces you to be happy. I know, fake it till you make it, right? But it's true. Your brain will release hormones and chemicals to make you happy. So whenever I'm not feeling quite right, or I'm feeling less than, smile for 5 seconds. I force a smile on my face and it changes everything. The last thing that I can tell you, sit in gratefulness. 3 things that you are truly and deeply grateful for. It could be something from your past that you are truly and deeply grateful for, or it could be a moment that hasn't happened yet. You combine that with smiling, that's the highest energetic state that any human being can ever be in.